Welcome to the first leg of our Ayrshire swing. In the next 3 days I'll be playing some of the finest golf courses in the UK, and all three are within a few miles of each other on the west coast of Scotland. Two of which are open qualifying venues, and one is last year's Open Championship venue itself. I'll be staying at the best hotel in Troon, the Marine, which overlooks the 18th green of Royal Troon. We kick things off with 18 holes at Western Gailes, a course ranked highly in the UK's top 100 courses. It has some of the most undulating fairways I have ever experienced. This unique golf course stands out amongst the illustrious company that it shares this wonderful coastline with. And I will be adopting a new plan with club selection that I believe could be a lesson learned for all of us. There's very few golf courses that would get me this excited in 2 degrees, a bit of snow falling, and I can't wait to get on that first tee. Big shout out to PXG for their continued support of our travel series.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. It's a bit chilly.
Very cold.
But even for you?
Even
for a hardened Scotsman?
Even for a hardened Scotsman.
So there you go. It's definitely cold, but anyway, I'm looking for a bit of advice. What's for playing Western Gailes today?
Well, to play Western Gailes, you must hit it straight.
Okay, we're knackered.
If possible. If possible.
Okay.
It's a very, very tight course. From the car park to the beach, it's only 1 hole wide. Yeah.
Oh, well, the one good thing is it's cold, but I've got no breeze.
No breeze today. It's usually a southwest wind.
Yeah. So we'll take the positives.
Take the positive.
Right, away we go that way, innit?
Yeah, the first 9 are yellow flags.
Yeah.
Yellow flags. The second tee is up to the right of the first green.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Now, 65 is a record.
Okay, well, we'll go for 64 then. Right, a better thing about it in a golf shot anyway. Oh dear God. Gone way right. Yeah, well, it'll do. It wasn't the best. Right, so not the best start. Drive was woeful, to be honest with you, and great to meet up with Freddie. Such a warm welcome at these Scottish courses. But I can say I've just managed to stick a wedge pin high. I would say the first hole is very much it's very welcoming, a bit like Freddie. And from here on in, it gets a bit tougher. So I'd have hated to start with anything other than a par. We've actually got a chance of birdie. Oh, what a start. From a terrible drive to a birdie on the first. Okay. Ask yourself a question, how many times during a round of golf when you're playing an iron into a green do you actually go past the flag? And the answer should be not very often, because depending on what stats you read, I've been looking into this, and between 45 and as much as some say 85% of amateur golfers come up short from 150 yards and in. So for me, that is a telling stat, and it's a worrying one. It's one that I very much recognised in my own game when I look. So today I'll be choosing my club selection a whole lot differently than I normally would. Now, if you've never played links golf before, you often wonder what the difficulty is all about, then this is a typical example. I'm back there, we'll go there shortly, and we've got 2 bunkers to come over, a downslope and a fairly narrow green. And for me, all of that epitomises what links golf is all about. Nothing is ever straightforward. Don't get me wrong, I haven't hit 2 great shots from the tee to green to get here. That could be good. Oh, do you know what, wow. That's run past the hole and gone another sort of, I don't know, that's probably 20 feet past, and that was a good shot. I put for par, but realistically, down in 2 would be good. Well, do you know what? What you always realise after you've played the shot, just I'm uphill and I've just played that like I did the putt on the first. Okay, we'll take bogey after the tee shot on the second shot. So this is probably a perfect example of what today's video is all about. Over clubbed there purposely, as we've discussed, because quite honestly, it wasn't the greatest of shots, the wedge that I chose to play, but it's long, left and safe. Whereas if it had gone with a club down, there's every chance that one of those bunkers was waiting to snatch my ball. So in this instance, being long was certainly the right choice, the right decision. So the theory has worked on this hole at least. It looks like it wants a break, but I think the bigger concern would be the pace, because it's very much downhill. So I've got to go a bit. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. That's quite annoying, because that was a really good line. I think it would have been a bit greedy to want a birdie from there, but it was right on line. Okay, take two from there. Up to the top of the hill is the goal. That's not bad. Roll down a bit. Yeah, I think that was a safe option. I wouldn't have got closer with a wedge, I don't think. A good par on stroke one. Yes, really pleased with that. Oddly enough, I'm getting competitive. So should pull this to the left. Oh my word, that's not the strike we want. I'm going to try and hold off and cut it a tad off this lie. Oh, that's a shot hand. That's a golf shot. Turn a bit more. Turn a bit more. Well, we shall see, eh? But yeah, again, nothing's ever easy up and down. Well, we've got quite a steep backstop here. We can go past the flag and bring it back. Is that too ambitious? Oh, oh, we'll just slam dunk it. Oh my word. That was a fluke. It wasn't part of the plan. But either way, it went in. Can you believe that? Was supposed to come up this slope and roll back down, but decided to just chip it in instead and make life easy. Stop wasting time. Who needs a putter? Yeah, that's nice. Nice tempo. Yeah, can't quite pick that one up, but it seems good. So the other big consideration when effectively choosing up a club each time is the fact that it means that the club you select you swing a little bit easier on. At least I do anyway, because in your head you think you've got more than enough in your hand. And what that does then is means, well, for me again, rhythm and tempo becomes a lot smoother. And a lot more controlled. So I think there are positives all round for what I would say choosing the wrong club on each occasion. So if you think about it, when you're playing into a green, most greens, or the trouble is generally at the front, and that's normally bunkering. And classic links hazard here is a burn that we can't quite see. Unfortunately, I can remember from last time I played here. So kind of, yeah, there's just a shade that you can see there. There's a burn runs right in front of the green, bunker left. Anything long is fine. It might be perfect, but I'd rather be clearing it all and making sure that we've got a putt or a chip back down the green than the opposite, and that's being short, and we're in all kinds of trouble. So it always makes sense to play long in my book, but it's just getting that mentality right. I've got 1-4-3. Into a little bit of a breeze. I would choose 7-iron, but I'm going to go with 6, and let's see if the theory works. It's drifted a bit out to the right. Yeah, I've seen it bounce. It's not the greatest of shots, but hopefully, well, the theory definitely worked. We're long, a little bit further right than I wanted to be, and perhaps I can just feel now a bit of wind coming off the left as well. And what's interesting as well is that I only got pin high with that. I didn't even get past the flag. So again, there's often this kind of misunderstanding of just how far we do hit the ball. And maybe if I'd have got that out the middle, then, you know, it goes back of the green. But we don't always do that. So yeah, 7-iron would have certainly been in the drink. Anyway, I think we've got a tricky putt to contend with again. Oh, well, that was a nice line as well, just needed it in. Rises a little bit at the end. Left a bit of a, yeah, one of those awkward ones. Oh yeah, happy with that. As I mentioned, I'm staying at the Marine Hotel, which overlooks Royal Troon Golf Club. This hotel is a part of the Marine and Lawn Group, each of which have a unique charm, elegant decor, and all can be found in the most amazing golf destinations. Comfy rooms, good food, beer and breakfast, all of which get you ready to hit the fairways. I sometimes think that links golf teaches you course management more than any other type of golf, if you like, because there are so many sort of considerations, and that last hole was a typical example. Like I said, you think the trouble is sort of short and left, but in actual fact what I had down the right was 3 staged bunkers in terms of distance. So there's generally not an easy bailout, but just assessing the situation, right club selection, right type of shot, and well, for me at least anyway, that's how I play the game. Right sort of miss is you know, kind of limiting the possibilities of an errant score. That's my mentality anyway, and it worked out okay on that occasion. A little bit of time to smell the roses, and we've got a choice of cinnamon swirl or some other custard pastry. For me, a true links has got to have the sound of the waves crashing, and at Western Gailes, it hugs the coastline. As Freddie said, very narrow stretch of land. It's not quite a 9 out, 9 in, and the clubhouse sits very much central of the golf course, but it's very much epitomises the traditions of links as you'd expect. Every element of it, from the tee, you've seen the fairways, how rolling fairways, big runoffs and swales around the greens, big bunkering. It's a classic course and it's superb. The condition, as you can see, of sort of white shoes on, no mud, no nothing. It's golf all year round. It's a sensational golf club, it really is, and takes your breath away, this stuff. Even on a dull and cold day like today, imagine it when the sun's shining. This could be good again. The wedge has been on fire. If that yardage is right, it's right on top of the flag. Oh my word. There's a double break as well. I knew that was going to be like lightning. Well, that's a cracking front 9, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had it easy. There is zero breeze really to contend with, which is often one of the biggest protectors in terms of links golf. So yeah, we're on forward tees, we've got no breeze and getting a bit easier, but even so, I guided the ball around quite well in terms of the front 9. Right, we're going over that way, hole 10. It's hard to comprehend just how severe the slopes are on the fairways, and probably me walking down 9 is the best example of it, where you literally disappear from view, and it really is. I don't think I've ever played another golf course where there's such a change in elevation on fairways alone. It's incredible. Oh, no, that's a drive. That's where this mini driver just hits a bomb. It's a much better ball flight for me, lower, and that's bounded down there. You know, my advice, if you want to play these sort of top quality links tracks and save a bit of money, is to play during the winter time, because the condition of the courses are superb. They're probably not, well, they're not as good as in the height of summer, and yes, you're going to risk some adverse weather, but it's a great way to be able to play top quality golf courses at what will be a significantly reduced fee. Yeah, I love that controlled wedge. Weak one. Good line as well. Yeah, we're plodding on. So a quick interruption to ask that you sign up for a newsletter on theaveragegolfer.co.uk. It'll keep you updated with all things YouTube, but maybe more importantly, those of you who are interested in the travel sort of section, it'll give you all the detail, or it will do eventually. It's still kind of a work in progress at the moment. It'll give you all the details on everywhere I play. Every video that we've created over the last few years will also be accessible, and you'll get things like what the green fees are, where they are, where they're located, and it's a great sort of route planner, course planner that will eventually grow to further than what it is. At the moment, there's 100 courses that will feature very, very shortly that I filmed that. So have a little look and get signed up. It's a weekly newsletter. It comes to you every Sunday morning, and that would be a great help if you could consider jumping over to the website and signing up for it. There's a good connection anyway. High risk strategy. We're going by the bunker. That's decent. I reckon that's about as good as I could have got from there. I want to avoid back-to-back bogeys off the left. Putted reasonably well today. Saved again. Decent read. That's a good up and down. A good par that is. That's why the mini driver's in here. See if we can play it off the deck. Squeeze one towards that bunker. Come on. Nice and easy. Oh, that's the shot of the day, and that is going to chase, you know. That is going to run forever because these fairways are so firm, and it's right down the middle. And just incredibly good looking links hole. I love them burns with the sleepers to create that wall. Just hold your line a tad. Good distance, I think. Yeah. Yep, we've got a birdie chance. Got to roll out. Not quite firm enough. Asking a bit too much. Right, that's me done. Two things to take away from today's video. Western Gailes, awesome golf course. Get yourself around here anytime. My own personal round, really enjoyable, played fairly well, but I think the learning curve for me, definitely on the front nine, was that club selection really worked out well for me. Going past the green, avoiding hazards, definitely got me away with a few, and something I will continue to try out on the fairways moving forward in the season ahead. So a great start to what is my Ayrshire swing, and I'll see you next Monday night, because where I'm playing tomorrow is also quite special.